Hey foodies, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking a culinary trip straight to the heart of the Caribbean with a dish that's rich, flavorful, and incredibly satisfying: oxtail. Now, I know some of you might think oxtail is complicated, but trust me, my Easy Caribbean Oxtail Recipe will have you cooking like a pro in no time. Get ready to experience pure deliciousness. Let's get cooking. All right. Let's talk ingredients. For this recipe, you'll need about 2 to 3 pounds of good quality oxtail, trimmed and cut. We'll also need our essential aromatics: a large onion, a bell pepper of any color, garlic cloves, and fresh ginger. For that authentic Caribbean flavor, don't forget fresh thyme, pimento berries, which you might know as allspice, and the star of the show, a Scotch bonnet pepper. Handle with care. Beyond that, we'll use browning sauce, soy sauce, and a little ketchup, which is my secret ingredient for color and sweetness. You'll also need some beef broth or water, and of course, salt and black pepper to taste. Simple, fresh, and just bursting with flavor. First things first, we need to clean our oxtail. Rinse it thoroughly under cold water, then pat it completely dry with paper towels. This step is super important because it helps the seasoning stick properly. Now, for the best part, the seasoning. In a large bowl, add your oxtail. We're going to liberally season it with salt, black pepper, a good splash of browning sauce for that rich color. This is key. A bit of soy sauce, and a squeeze of ketchup. Then, add half of your chopped onion, bell pepper, garlic, ginger, and those beautiful pimento berries. Now, get your hands in there and really massage that seasoning into the meat. The more love you give it now, the more flavor you'll get later. Let this marinate for at least 30 minutes. But, if you have the time, letting it sit overnight in the fridge is even better. Patience is a virtue, especially with oxtail. All right, it's time to brown our oxtail. Heat a large, heavy-bottomed pot or a Dutch oven over medium-high heat with about a tablespoon of oil. Once it's hot, add your seasoned oxtail in batches, making sure not to overcrowd the pot. We're looking for a beautiful deep brown crust on all sides. This step is absolutely crucial for developing that rich, caramelized flavor that makes oxtail so incredible. Don't rush this process. Browning usually takes about 5 to 7 minutes per batch. Once all the oxtail is nicely browned, remove it from the pot and set it aside for a moment. And don't worry about those little bits stuck to the bottom of the pot. That is pure flavor we'll be scraping up later. With the oxtail removed, reduce the heat to medium. Add the rest of your chopped onion, bell pepper, garlic, and ginger right into the pot. Sauté everything for about 3 to 5 minutes until the veggies soften and become wonderfully fragrant. As they cook, scrape up all those delicious brown bits from the bottom of the pot. This is called deglazing, and it adds an immense depth of flavor to your final dish. Now, add your fresh thyme sprigs and, carefully, drop in your whole Scotch bonnet pepper. Remember, do not let it burst unless you want some serious heat. Return your browned oxtail to the pot. Pour in enough beef broth or water to just about cover the oxtail. Bring the whole thing to a boil, then reduce the heat to low, cover the pot tightly, and just let it simmer. And here is where the magic really happens, where patience truly pays off. This oxtail needs to simmer for a good 2.5 to 3 hours, or maybe even a little longer, until it's perfectly fork tender and practically falling off the bone. Check on it occasionally, and if you notice the liquid is reducing too much, just add a little more hot water or broth to keep it going. Around the 2-hour mark, you can also add some butter beans or broad beans if you like. They're a classic addition to Caribbean oxtail, and they soak up all that incredible, rich gravy. It's an optional step, but definitely a delicious one. Once your oxtail is fall-off-the-bone tender, carefully remove the Scotch bonnet pepper and the thyme sprigs. Give the gravy a taste and adjust the seasoning if you think it needs it. If the gravy is a little too thin for your liking, you can just uncover the pot and let it simmer for a few more minutes to thicken up slightly. And there you have it. Beautiful, tender, flavorful Caribbean oxtail ready to be devoured. Serve this with a hearty plate of rice and peas, some steamed vegetables, or fried plantains for the ultimate Caribbean feast. Wasn't that easy? And the aroma in my kitchen right now is absolutely divine. I really hope you give this authentic Caribbean oxtail a try. It's a dish that truly nourishes the soul. If you enjoyed this recipe, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more delicious Caribbean cooking, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Let me know in the comments if you tried it and what your favorite Caribbean dish is. Until next time, happy cooking.